All right, welcome back. We are going to finish up Chapter 12 here with preparing payroll checks. As you look, I need you on page 356 in your textbook. A lot of companies, when they work with checks, are going to have two checkbooks, essentially. They're going to have one checkbook dealing with their general paid cash on account, paid cash for advertising, paid cash for rent or supplies or purchases or whatever it happens to be. And then they're going to write one big check and send it to checkbook number 2 to write out payroll. Most businesses will do that. They'll have a separate payroll checkbook then compared to their regular checkbook. So when we start out, and this is on page 356, here is our general checking account. Okay. We have figured out that we need a certain amount of money to pay our employees. Now, if you go backwards in your textbook, and I need you to go to page 351, and I need you to find the amount of this check on page 351. It's a copy of the payroll register. So take a minute and go look for that. What number is this $4,609.46? Is that my total earnings? Is that my total regular earnings? Is it my total deductions? Or is that my total net pay? Hopefully you found out that that answer is my total net pay. So I got to write out one check to pay all of my employees to come work for me for $4,600. And when we jump forward to Chapter 13 next week and we start looking at journalizing these transactions, we have to come up with more money to pay our employees. We have to come up with and set aside amounts for federal income tax, potentially state income tax, social, Medicare, health insurance, all of those other things. But right now, to actually get our people paid, we need the total of the net pay. Okay, 4609 and 46 cents is our obligation this pay period. So you can jump forward to page 356 in your textbook. Looks like a normal paycheck. Here's our balance brought forward. Were there any deposits? What's the total? How much is the check? What's your balance going forward? Okay, who is it written to? Well, here we're writing out to payroll account or payroll checkbook. And what was it for? Again, payroll for December 1 to December 15. Jump forward to 357. And we're going to look at the employee paycheck, right? So we've written one check. It's gone to the payroll checkbook. Now we're going to write out the payroll check. A lot of the numbers you see here are coming straight from that payroll register. You have your date, your pay period ending. You're going to fill out your stub first, right? This is no different than what we taught in personal finance. Fill out the stub first, fill out the check second. Now, we have programs that'll do this for you. QuickBooks will do this for you where you don't have to physically write out the check. But we're old school 1950s. We're going to have to write these out separately. Take a minute and look at how they maybe are not in the same order you would see them on the payroll register. Payroll register goes regular, then overtime, then total earnings. Here they're going total earnings, regular overtime. Same thing with my total deductions compared to my taxes. The numbers are the same. Just make sure you plug them into the right labels. They earned $1,137. They had $194 coming out in taxes. They take home, this Rick E. Selby, $942.02. So we fill out the stub first. Then we go ahead and fill out the employee paycheck. December 15th, Ricky Selby, dollar amount, spell out the words, no different than we did in personal finance. Sign the check. So as we review our key terms, we got payroll register, we got net pay, we got employees earnings record. We're going to take that and turn that into both a payroll account check and turn that into an actual paycheck.